Hello, everybody. This is Thomas Horniak with First Things Foundation, Chichicastenango, Guatemala. Today's update is with Benjamin Macario, also known as Capirucho the Clown. So this impresario, he is a professional clown, and he makes a living by putting off parties for children, birthday parties, magic shows, um, gender reveal parties, and believe it or not, clowns are very popular here in Guatemala, and a very respected profession too. Benjamin had just received in the month of January a couple donations. Thank you to the donors from Naples, Florida, who had put forth some money to purchase some uh, two face painting kits, complete with all the different kind of non-toxic, healthy colors. Because Benjamin, he does a lot of face painting at a local mall about once a week, and that's another way for him to create income. Also, he received a set of brushes to apply on the face. They're brand new, and again, that's going to help him put makeup on for his face for his shows. A little tip is he takes about, depending on the quality of the show, if it's a cheap show or an expensive show, will determine how long it takes for him to put his makeup and how much quality to put on his, how much quality and time he'll put into putting on his face paint. It can take from 1 hour to almost 2 or 3 hours, again, depending on the size of the show and the quantity of people. So this face paint helps him out, and he has paint to put on kids so that, again, he can make some income. He also had received a pair of shoes. Um, they are a special pair of clown shoes, so about $70. Got him a new pair of shoes. So Benjamin purchased this pair of shoes, clown shoes, at a clown conference that he had went to last week in Shela, and this conference was all about bubbles and making huge bubbles that kids can stand inside of. You know, the big ones where you use a lasso and you can make these huge, ginormous bubbles. And with that, he came home with some ideas. He wants to do this bubble show, incorporate that in part of his show. And in order to do that, he needs some material. He needs to go get the solution, because just using down soap and I forgot what else he was using, but it wasn't working. He was trying to do it on his own by using cheaper materials. He needs to buy the proper solutions, and he also needs the material to make the lassos, the wires, the wands, and all that stuff. And not only is it bubbles, but it's also kind of a magic show. So there's something about starting fire from his hand or lighting the bubbles on fire, making big fireballs. So that's a big, gets the kids all excited. So he wants to do that. So he's looking for help raising money to purchase these materials. And again, this part, adding this to a show, will increase the quality of his shows. Another thing Benjamin wants to do is increase his publicity and public exposure. So right now, his shows are recommended through word of mouth. Go to a party, you have the audience there, and if the people like it, they'll recognize the name. And that's a great way of promoting a business, is through word of mouth. So one way other clowns increase their exposure is they create a cartoon of themselves, and they put this cartoon on coffee mugs, on T-shirts, little buttons, pin buttons, stickers. Uh, Even here, popular in Guatemala is to create a calendar um, that people can put up on their wall, because in the village, most of the time people they don't have decorated walls. So when you put a calendar or a little poster, it's something people will put up, and that's a great way for Capirucho the clown to spread his influence a bit. So Benjamin really wanted to um, dive into this direction, and but it's not going to cost as much money, maybe about $200, but he said that he can probably take on that cost, which is great. So he's going to focus on his publicity and creating little trinkets and prizes that he can give out. And FTF and the field workers are going to help him with the fundraising for the material for the bubbles. So that's looking around, I think, also another $200 or $300. So if you're interested in Benjamin and his project, give us a ring, throw some support, take out that checkbook. Let's give Benjamin a little spark so he can keep running with his show. Thank you. Stay tuned next month.